So sure, look, the last time I skipped one thing before, like if maybe we might be spending some time here, but it's this. I think this is the most difficult thing that you have to learn in English. This is the most difficult thing. If you're understanding this, then you are ahead of most people. Really, you might. So let's see. So remember, los presentes, los tiempos perfectos continuos, presente perfecto continuo, pasado perfecto continuo y futuro perfecto continuo. All those three have something in common in Spanish and in English. El estado leyendo, being ing, right? The only thing that changes is the have or has. O in Spanish, yo he estado leyendo, ella ha estado leyendo, tú has estado leyendo. That's the present perfect continuous. These tenses are used to focus on a process, on the duration of a process or in the process itself. In Spanish too, the same thing. It's weird that someone speaks like that to you, but it can happen. Like, por ejemplo, estás chismeando, ¿no? Y te dicen, es raro, pero te lo pueden preguntar. Oye, ¿qué has estado haciendo últimamente? It's a weird thing that might happen. What in practice, what do? We go back to the simple tenses, right? Oh, well, I terminé un curso, pasado simple, eh, or present continuous, estoy yendo o estoy tomando un tal clase, right? So we, yes, yes, exactly. That's the most common situation in which you will hear this phrasing. Yes, exactly. But and that's how you use it. But again, in practice, people just, o sea, incluso aunque tú le preguntes a alguien así con que te ves a una amiga de, ay, ¿qué has estado haciendo, amiga? The normal thing is that, or well, it's the formal thing is to answer in the same tense, right? Ah, pues he estado tomando tal clase, he estado aprendiendo tal, he estado yendo a tal lado. That's like that's a good rule of thumb, una buena regla. That when someone asks you in one tense, you answer with the same tense, right? Lo mismo pasa con los presentes continuos. ¿Qué estás haciendo? ¿Cómo respondes? También con un continuo. Estoy leyendo, estoy viendo una película, right? So that's a rule of thumb to know how to answer when someone asks you. You just answer with the same tense. But something that we do in practice in both English and Spanish is that we go back to the simple tenses or continuous tenses, right? For example, ¿qué estás haciendo, Cheli? Veo una película, presente simple, right? So we go back to the simple tense. So you have two options to answer with the same tense or go back to a simple tense. It's totally valid and it's what happens in real life, right? So that out of the way, uh, well, it's good to know that you how to use the tenses because then you can answer with the same tense again. So yeah, these tenses are used to focus on a process, right? For example, in the past, ¿qué habías estado haciendo? ¿No? O sea, esto se utiliza más en storytelling, como para contar tu historia o la historia de alguien más, de que a lo mejor quieres enfocar que en un momento de tu vida habías, por ejemplo, en tu caso, ¿no? De que cuando ya estás más grande, que digas, no, en tal, yo había estado tomando un doctorado, o sea, como que el enfoque en el proceso del doctorado, ¿no? You could say it like in simple past, like como hice un doctorado, right? But usually when you use this phrasing is to talk about a bit more specifically about the topic. Yo había estado tomando un doctorado, luego pasó esto, o sea, como para acomodarlo en una historia. Había estado tomando un doctorado, estuvo chido o no estuvo chido, conocí buenas personas, ¿no? Aprendí tal cosa me sirvió, tal otra, no sé, por ejemplo, ¿no? Entonces, cuando te quieres enfocar en el proceso, es cuando utilizas estos tiempos. En práctica, te digo, en el inglés hablado no los usamos tanto ni en el español hablados, pero es bueno saberlos. Now, with the perfect tenses. So, and I'm going over this again because I want to show you something to form the negatives and the questions. Okay, so perfect tenses. Remember, there are bridges. For example, the present perfect. Yo he visto esta película because I say it in present perfect because I want to connect the present with the Previous event with the present. And let me just perfect tenses. Exactly. Exactly. Really nice. There. I just want to. I'm just checking for. These diagrams work well for explaining this one. Yeah, I like this one better. So let's just analyze it, okay? I have mine, but I lost it. So I'm gonna paste this here and let me zoom in. Oh shit, the quality of the picture is trash. Fuck. Let, of course. Okay, this is better. Wait. Uh, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's a boy or a girl. Ah, Tara, she looks so cute. She loves you a lot. She also has a PhD. Amazing. That was the cuteness that I needed today. Thank you. So, look, these diagrams I like them because they allows us to understand this. For example, the present perfect, which is this small part here. If you notice, it's like a bridge connecting the past to the present. Like I told you, it connects like a past event to take a decision today, right? The past perfect, what it does is just does something similar, but it helps us to put the two actions in order, right? Había terminado la tarea cuando tú llegaste. So it's more useful for that to put two events in order. Future perfect is to do like a prediction. Like I will have written a book by the end of the year. It's more from present to future, right? And so those are bridges. The simple tenses, if you notice, they are a specific arrow. Why? Because it's something, for example, it's for things that, for simple past, for example, is something that ended maybe 5 minutes ago, 5 seconds ago, or 5,000 years ago. But it ended, right? We don't want to make a connection with today for that event. If we do, when then we use the present perfect. But we just want to mention it, so it finishes. Simple past. Simple present is for things of now, science or personal things, right? Like our daily activities or day to day. That's why we say I go to the gym at 7, right? Even in Spanish, voy al gym a las 7. Or you're denoting that something that you do as your routine. Exactly. Exactly. Or something that you like because you like it, like it doesn't change, at least now. It might change in the future, but now it doesn't change. I like chocolate. I will like it today. I will like it tomorrow. I will probably like it the next month, right? Yes. Exactly. So, and for future, those are predictions, right? Okay, I will do this. It will rain tomorrow. Like they are predictions, but we are locating them in an exact point in the future. When we talk about continuous tenses, if you notice in here, it's like I will put it as a line. They put it as a WV, no, as a V, and then I will put it as a line because it's a well, no, it's actually a really nice representation. Because, for example, the present continuous, I told you that it was for something that we want to emphasize today, right? So if someone asks you, if Jorge comes into the room and asks you, Chelly, what are you doing? You won't tell Jorge, oh, I am I am watching a screen, I am breathing, I am drinking water, I am swallowing saliva, I am moving my no. You just tell the most important thing. I am studying English. I am watching a movie. I am writing an email. That's the focus. So that's what this B represents, right? to highlight, resaltar a specific moment for that time, right? In the past continuous, it happens the same thing. If a friend asks you, like, ay, Cheli, te llamé ayer en la noche, ¿por qué no me contestaste? No? Let's say that someone asks you, exactly, exactly. That's how you highlight the specific thing that maybe amazing. Exactly. And for future, it's something similar. It's just a prediction of something that you might be doing at that moment, right? Like what are you doing tomorrow? Maybe you can say it in future too, simple future, like I will go to that. But maybe if you want to specify a specific action in the day, maybe it will be like, well, I will be running in the morning, right? I will be reading at night. Estaré leyendo en la noche. It's weird that you answer like that, but you could, right? It's more. It sounds too formal, but it's feasible. Well, there is nothing wrong with that. And well, uh, they it's like you can say like they weird out, se extrañan. Yes. Uh, well, no worry. And the perfect continuous tenses, if you notice, it's the same. It's a longer triangle. Why? Representing a focus on the process, right? So if yes, I really like this diagram. The only thing I would change is the perfect tenses. For example, here the present perfect. I would actually represent it better, something like. And diagrams are really useful, actually. If you sometimes you want to understand something here that I explain you, like if you send me a diagram of the thing, like it will be a whole lot more useful. So, for example, we have the timeline, right? It's simple timeline, past, present, and future. So for a present perfect, instead of doing like, no, it's here in Google Sheets. Yes, it's really cool for whenever you want to do some quick diagram for your students now that you're going to start. So what I would do is to put an arrow here in the past. Oh shit, that's not the right. Oh shit, it was the right tool. Yes. Please stop. No, it didn't stop. Oh, I used the wrong one. So just the scribble. Yeah. So I will put it here, like beginning in the past, on specifically going to the present, right? So I have visto esa película. He visto las películas pasadas, entonces la buena de estar nueva, ¿no? Como decidiendo si van a ver la serie, la nueva de los Minions or Toy Story. Yes, exactly. So, like, no, I don't really want to watch it. Maybe I'll do it, but it's like, I really loved Toy Story as a child. So for me, it ended at the right point. But maybe I'll say it. I'm just not ready yet. I might cry a lot. I don't know. So yeah, that's what we do now. Getting that out of the way because it's really important. I mean, it takes a bit of time, but this is the most difficult thing for any language. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So now remember that everyone else, the simple tenses, the perfect tenses, and the perfect continuous tenses only have one structure for each time, right? Present perfect has have in present plus the participle, one structure only one. Past perfect subject had plus participle, one structure only, nothing more. Future perfect subject will have plus participle have in future, only one structure. If you don't if you don't use this structure, then you don't have a perfect tense. Like you can try whatever you want, but the perfect tense is has to be like this. If not, it's another thing. It's just not a perfect tense. So that's the beauty of it, because when you are writing or when you are reading, then you can see like, okay, have plus participle, like we were doing in the exercises, right? Okay, perfect tense. Uh, to be, plus continuous, continuous tense. If you find this chain, esta pequeña cadenita de palabras for the perfect continuous tenses, oh, it's all the way down. Estado leyendo, estado riendo, estado trabajando. If you find this change, you'll know that there is a had before, and the whole thing it's a perfect continuous tense. If you don't find, if your sentence doesn't belong here, then there is no other way to go but to the simple tenses. That's the trick, that's the hack. If you don't find, if your sentence that you are reading or writing doesn't fulfill any of these recipes, then it will simply be a simple tense. That's it. As simple as that. So that's the beauty of it, because then you get more freedom to analyze and to write. Now, what are the main structures of the simple tenses? Remember that the simple tenses have five structures. Well, the simple present has five. Why the other ones have four? Simple present is the only one that has five because it uses the auxiliary verbs, the modal auxiliary verbs. And remember that those cannot be conjugated for the past or future. For example, could doesn't have a doesn't have a will could, right? Must doesn't have a past musted, right? So they are exclusive for simple present. Right? So right. So the cool thing is that the first four are exactly the same for all the tenses. The only thing that changes is the first verb. I like chocolate, me gusta el chocolate. Pasado, I liked chocolate, me gustaba el chocolate. Future, I will like chocolate, me gustará el chocolate. Simple as that. The same with here, with the other ones. I like to eat chocolate, me gustaba comer chocolate. Bueno, aquí es me gusta comer chocolate. If I want it in simple past, in simple future, I will like. Just that. The same thing for this third structure where am, is, are, get or gets, and a participle, right? It is made in China. Uh, he got tired from work today. Um, he gets, sorry, head gets because it's present. So it's the same thing. Está hecho en China. Estaba, it was made in China. Estará, it will be made in China. This is like specific for English because we don't use the get like se cansó. It's like the same as se, remember. Gets tired. Bueno, se cansa, se cansó, se cansa. It's an idiom. O sea, idiom, así se dice. O sea, no se rompe la regla, digamos, no es la misma regla. The window is broken. Pasado, la ventana estaba rota. Was broken. Futuro, la ventana estará rota. Y esta es muy del inglés, ¿no? Disfruto la natación, but then, or disfruto manejar. Puede ser to swim or swimming, to drive, driving, ¿no? Este es como específico del inglés. Cuando es algo que, cuando quieres dar a entender que es un hobby o que es algo muy recurrente en tu día a día, lo cambias a ing. O sea, si decir I hate driving implica que, o sea, lo odias, que es algo que odias de tu día a día. Si dices I hate to drive, es más como que algo que odias cuando llega a pasar. No es que sea tan común la diferencia. Ajá. Y los hobbies así se dicen. Driving, playing the guitar, swimming, skating, etc. Lo mismo, ¿no? Disfruto la natación, disfrutaba la natación, enjoyed. Disfrutaré la natación, will enjoy. So they are exactly the same. Very simple, very similar. Now that we have that also out of the way, I want to show you like one simple trick. I'm just gonna explain this in Spanish, okay, and then I'll keep on with the English. Okay, so Cuando tú tienes un auxiliar, no necesitas el do. Independientemente del tiempo verbal, para formar las preguntas y las negativas. Pero cuando tienes el auxiliar, no lo necesitas. El do, el to do, el to do. Cuando sí tienes el auxiliar, puedes utilizar el mismo auxiliar para poner el not. ¿Por qué? Porque si yo pongo el, si yo lo pongo como I like not chocolate, ¿cómo suena? Raro. A veces muchos cambios de lenguaje se hacen por temas de fonética. En el inglés eso pasó con el do not. No me sé toda la historia, pero es una de las razones. Entonces, cuando tú quieres hacer una negativa, necesitas agregar el auxiliar do, porque este no es un auxiliar, es un presente base normal. Ujú. Entonces, el auxiliar lo que va a hacer es tomar el not y llevarse el tiempo. O sea, el do cambia para persona y para tiempo. Entonces, lo que hace es recorrer el siguiente verbo como infinitivo hacia adelante. Es más notorio aquí abajo. Entonces, para hacer la negativa es I do not like or don't like chocolate. Para hacer la pregunta, simplemente pones el do y pasas esto como cadenita. Y ya. No hay más. O sea, a veces en muchos cursos se tardan un buen explicándote esto. No es necesario. Por ejemplo, aquí, I hate cauliflower. ¿Cómo es la negativa? Exactly. Exactly. Y la pregunta. Exacto. Okay, this is the simple one. The second one is the one that confuses the most people. So here it happens the same, but let me just do a. She likes. What do you like for food? Popcorn. Okay. So ice cream. Okay. So here, what to make the negative, we also need the auxiliary verb to do first. Exactly. Dos. Does not what? Just the same verb. Exactly. 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 The do, see it like that as a short story. The do steals the S because it goes first. Le robó la silla, basically. Negative. The question is almost the same. Does she what? Exactly. Again, the do stole the S first. So another example, something that Jorge likes. Perfect. Me too. Uh, okay. Same thing. Same gig. How's the negative? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Question. Perfect. Nice. Now hold on here just for a moment. We'll do the same here for the third and the fourth one. I just want to go first to the past. Okay. Simple past. The same thing happens here. I don't have an auxiliary verb, so I need the auxiliary to do. what happens here? Here, the to do doesn't steal an s, but still steals the past. So what is the past of to do? The past base of to do. Exactly. So I did not. The did can take the not, so we can use it. So I steal the 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 d, right? So this is becomes an infinite, a simple infinite. And the question happens the same thing. I just put did. Mm-hmm. Yes, simple as that. Here, so how would we? Let me put this with he. He hated chocolate. Negative. Exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And the question, you can do a negative question. It's not too common. It's the same in Spanish. O sea, es lo mismo que en español. No es tan común. ¿Le gusta el chocolate? You get these two together. Didn't. Yes. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre hacer la pregunta normal y la negativa? Que la negativa carga una connotación como de sorpresa o de acusación, ¿no? ¿No le gustaba el chocolate? ¿No? Y la normal, pues es una duda, una pregunta pues, genuina, ¿no? Directa. Sí, te las vas a encontrar, no son tan comunes, lo sé, pero es lo mismo. O sea, que igual, doesn't he like chocolate? ¿No le gusta el chocolate? Sea en presente. Ok. Aquí, qué pasa entonces en la similar? Entonces, ¿cómo sería? Pues no tengo una. Yes, because it's a verb. It's not an auxiliary, right? So what do you think? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Perfect. Question. Did what? The normal question, but it will be nice. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And the one that were going to say is yes. Didn't she go to work? Right? It's just the same thing, right? The future it will be the same thing, right? Will no, the future it's we have will as an auxiliary. So in this case, exactly. I will. Exactamente. uh, yes. Those are funny. They answer all kinds of stuff. Yes, they get really excited about it. It's like yes, I'm smart. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And we don't need the auxiliary because we have an auxiliary already. So, and the question, how would it be? Yes, no worries. Exactly. If you wanted to. do the negative, it's the same. You take the not. Mhm. Or won't I? But yes, yes. So that's understanding thing is usually takes students or most courses a lot of time. But if you have it together like this, it's simpler to see. Same thing here, right? Negative. How would the negative be? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Question? Yes. We, she. And the same thing here is like not if you wanted to do a negative, but it's not so common, right? So that's the important thing. Now the third one is a bit trickier, right? Why? Because when we use to be is an auxiliary. It's a primary auxiliary. So you don't need it. Yes, yes. This it isn't a special verb to be. It's both a normal verb and both a primary auxiliary. So that is why it can take the not directly. For example, it is made in China. It is not made in China. And question, is it made in China? Get is not an auxiliary verb. So when if I try to do the negative with get, I need the to do verb, right? He does not get tired from work today. Just the auxiliaries can do that. So for example, here, the window is broken. Sorry. Does he? Yes. The window is broken. How would it be? The negative? Exactly. Exactly. Because it's an auxiliary. And the question is just exactly like that. The same with the simple past. Was where was not made in China, or was it made in China? Right? It's exactly the same. Since the future already uses the to be, will be made in China, it will not be made in China, and will it be made in China? It's simpler with this one, I think. Right. As want. Will not and want is the same. Yeah. Right. So then we got to the for structure. Here again, we don't have a, well, for the hobbies, right? Here again, we don't have a participle, so we need the do again, right? So in this case, she hated eating chocolate. How would be the the negative? No, check the verb. Check this one. We're in simple past. Exactly. I specifically moved here to confuse you a bit. She did hate. Hmm. Perfect. This is the most confusing because in present sería she does not hate in chocolate. Question. Perfect. Just like that, right? Then, oh, sure. Sure. I'm gonna highlight this one. So let's Okay, so to close this lesson, I just wanted you to notice that here with the auxiliaries, with the fifth structure for the simple present, because this is the only one that has this fifth or the auxiliaries, you use the auxiliary to form the negative. I can play the guitar faster now. I cannot play, and you use it for the question. Can I play? Right? She could go now for groceries. Could she go? And negative. Exactly. So finally, that's how we close for the nots. Finally, the to be tenses. This is an auxiliary. So for the negative, exactly, exactly. No, no, yes, yes, yes. I just wanted to check to show you that it. Mhm. And the question, and here it would be exactly, and the same here for the past continuous. I was negative. I was not. Uh huh. No worries. So well, okay. So we'll close it here. You have homework, and then yeah, yes, sure, yes, sure. You're welcome. Next lesson, conjunctions. Just note it down on the chat first. And I have to leave you because I have another class, but thank you. Bye. Sí, jefa. Hola. Hola, ma. Sí, voy a empezar otra. ¿Cómo les fue?
Bien.
Sí.
¿Cómo,
Ay,
cómo
perdón.
estás?
Bien. Bien, gracias, jefa.
Bien.
Sí.
¿Sí dormiste? ¿Sí te cayó bien la carnita?
El empanizado todavía me cae pesado, pero sí me dejó dormir.
Oh,
Sí, sí, sí.
entonces es el pan.
Sí,
Ajá.
pero estuvo bien, estuvo rico.
Sí,
Me comí lo otro en la mañana.
está bien.
Este,
Te traje fruta de lo que tú puedes, de lo que puedas comer. Guayaba sí puedes comer, ¿no?
sí.
Naranja, plátano.
Ándale, eso sí lo puedo
Sí,
comer.
te traje eso.
Muchas gracias, ma.
Ujú.
Entonces
Sale.
mando mi alumno. Gracias, jefa. 7.